Boston ball. Substitutions for the Celtics.
Muscala, he's checked
Mike
in for
Muscala.
Hauser. And Malcolm Brogdon
Malcolm
subbed in for Smart.
Brogdon.
Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. Counted from distance.
And their strategy is
Malcolm
obvious.
Brogdon.
Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
And he gets it to go.
Embiid.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now.
This is exactly who you want taking that shot.
Out of bounds.
He just missed it.
Celtics ball.
Boston will have it.
Substitution on the court.
This calculation, they are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
The Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Maxey, he's checked in for Melton. Outside Harden.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Offensive board.
Great
Joel
effort to turn the
Embiid.
miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. Brogdon, the pass to Brown. From outside the arc. Count it. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
Don't lose track of Brown. Dangerous all over the floor, but particularly that corner three.
Pass to Harris. Up top, Harden. Back to Embiid. Rebounded by the Celtics. Williams is the Celtics shooting it with confidence. 54% so far.
These guys really stepped up and played their hearts out to finish the series on their terms. So
Good. Another from three.
what can you say but wow. I mean, he's done it. The most three-point
Timeout.
makes in NBA
Sixers.
playoff history.
A momentous achievement.
Jason
One that will
Tatum.
surely be celebrated around the globe.
Let's see what's to be the wildest. A free
Jason Tatum.
t-shirt.
Think about this.
Substitution
He has
on the
owned
court.
this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
Man, he was fully committed to getting the W. The next round is in sight, and he doesn't want to let that chance slip away. Here's House. Oh, plenty of
Celtics
contact
foul.
on that shot.
Luke
Officials call the
Cornett.
foul, and he'll take 2 free
First
throws.
personal foul.
Good whistle. there.
First team foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive
At the
approach
line
we've
for the
seen so far from
76ers,
Boston? He misses the free throw.
Daniel House taking 2 shots.
That one misses. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Brogdon from outside, and the Celtics another three.
Stepping up and nailing an important
Malcolm
shot to put
Brogdon.
this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Out to the right wing. There's 49 seconds left in the final quarter. House misses. They've been making plays at both ends during this run, Brad.
When you're in a groove like this, there's no better feeling.
Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. He drops in from range.
Their home crowd has energized them all
Malcolm
game.
Brogdon.
Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Milton, the open look. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Outside Brogdon. Back to Griffin. Lets it go from deep. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And the Boston Celtics will final buzzer. And it took 7 games. But with this victory, they've
The
wrapped this
Celtics,
series up and are moving on to the conference
The
finals.
76ers.
A thrilling, hard-fought
61.
series, and they definitely deserve to be moving on after the hard work they put into winning it.
And now we have Allie LaForce. Thanks,
Get
Allie.
home
Great
safely
interview once
and
again.
wait to see you at our
Time for us to say
upcoming
so long.
events.
We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference playoffs.
Success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
Yeah.
Take heat.
Free my with no Devin put them like the Phoenix Sun. Caught a op and I ain't have a Mario Chalmers. Ever since then had a been a look at who I learned from. Want respect, then you gotta earn some. Want to strike, then you gotta some. He wanna me like Nike, let do it in the face of my sweet chin music. When I easily influence. Matter what's up with the if I see a Splinter and Turtle, they go to the sewers. I'm in the field on the first and the third, trying to score on the op like I play for the Brewers. Set me up on my mama, pat me the one with the child maneuver. Fast and fear, Vin Diesel. Can't say Paul might offend people. Never ever been a line leader. 2014, I was seeing down. I ain't never ever been a timekeeper. Free my with no Devin put them like the Phoenix Sun. Called a op and I ain't have a Mario Chalmers. Ever since then, had a been a look at who I learned from. Want respect, then you gotta earn some. Want to strike, then you gotta some. Free my with no Devin put them like the Phoenix Sun. Called a op and I ain't have a Mario Chalmers. Ever since then, had a been a look at who I learned from. Want respect, then you gotta earn some. Want to strike, then you gotta some.
Head start fresh up out of the box. This not a rich wrist on the rocks. Pretty little look like Vivica Fox. If she ain't, she kicking the rocks. Just got the word you been missing. You ain't just about for the block. That don't mean that you safe. I didn't say that I'm not. I just rather she put in. Most of my partners be cute. Where I'm from, but when rock this is. We be kissing the sun. Go back to investing in. Show them my grown. Straight free to Mac to the top of my lungs. I'm on.
Free my with no Devin put them like the Phoenix Sun. Called a op and I ain't have a Mario Chalmers. Ever since then, had a been a look at who I learned from. Want respect, then you gotta earn some. Want to strike, then you gotta some. Free my with no Devin put them like the Phoenix Sun. Called a op and I ain't have a Mario Chalmers. Ever since then, had a been a look at who I learned from. Want respect, then you gotta earn some. Want to strike, then you gotta some.
My nail tech knows how to keep a little secret. I don't wish for my success, I speak it. I caught a buzz and you did too, but you I look like I've been getting money, Hariki. You smell me, that's LV. Walk around with my chest out and my skin smooth, I'm healthy. I'm in a mix and I'm handshaking, but most of y'all can't help me. Most of y'all ain't wealthy. Most of y'all just dress like it. I caught the vibe that y'all giving off and I'm trying to make myself less like it. This chick got a little Porsche body, I might let the bro. It's hard for me to get excited.
It is time for Team 2K TV My NBA.
I love music and stress about it. My city haunting, I'm co-signing this wave coming up next out it. Round and hurt tested. Hanging both of my legs out it like what's up? I got stakes and they too high now I can't. I like girls that's down to earth, so don't be stuck up. I don't take L's, I give them out and I chuck them up. First listen, they hearing like what the 10 toes, that's my MO. Fam over gram, that's my MO. Close friends, I got.
Up next. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA Live on. Hey Dave.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Of course.
And the message usually received, DA. Thank you. Let's take a look at our starters in Portland. Nurkic the pivot with Grant. At the other post spot. In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. And it's Thibault in at the small forward. We've got Davis. LeBron James is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Reeves in at the 2.
Well, Damian Lillard is such an intelligent playmaker. He sees an opening and dishes the ball. One of those guys who stuffs the stat sheet. Nurkic is a double-double machine who also picks up a few steals and assists.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
Now, here's Thibault. Here's Nurkic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Nurkic also eats up a lot of space inside.
Greg, at 6'11", 290, he'll do the dirty work for you. He's also a powerful player with plenty of tricks inside.
And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Portland. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
Now, here's Vanderbilt. Off target with his 3.
Come to me.
Now, here's Sharp. He's guarded closely. A guy who hasn't played a lot of ball. Sharp, though, has all the all-star tools they think available to him.
An exceptional shot maker from outside, and he's got great vertical bounce, almost a 7-foot wingspan, and he is relentless in his attack.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. So much of the schedule still in front of us, Steve. However, some teams are really struggling early. Here.
Yeah, Kevin, and those teams, they can't lose their confidence because it's a long season. And sometimes you just don't have the talent to beat other teams, but you must stay focused and try to get better every night.
Here's Reeves. His last outing, 16 points for him.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Three-pointer. Trains the three-pointer.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Lillard with no one around. Portland no good that time either. Gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And here's James outside. And the 3-ball is good. LeBron. Got 6.
The defense has to shut LeBron down at the perimeter. He'll sink that shot all night.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to the squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Now here's Lillard. He had 35 points last game out. Thibault for 3. That That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Nice vision from the youngster. Sharp that time.
Gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Reeves. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Sharp. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Lillard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Sharp. And it's off from three-point range. And here's the break. Pass to Vanderbilt. For 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Trailblazers trail by.
And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes, but it's not a rebuild. This new look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long term.
Gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. And here's James outside. Drills the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Passes it to Sharp. Portland moving the ball and finished off by Nurkic.
A jack. Of all trades, Jeremy Grant also has a strong feel for when his guys are uncovered.
Over to the left wing. Here's Vanderbilt. Sinks the three-pointer. Vanderbilt's got 6 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Lillard, the pass to Thibault. Now, Nurkic. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter.
Great positioning by LeBron and timing on that block shot.
Here's Vanderbilt. Offensive rebound. There's the pass to Reeves. Here's Vanderbilt. He has 6. Buries it from three-point range.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Lillard against Russell. Pass to Nurkic. Over Davis. And Davis sends it back.
The crazy reach of AD coming into play. He uses it so well to reject shots.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. .36 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Schroeder. The three-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 12. And that one's good. Lillard.
Dame Lillard playing big. Lillard has a heart out of this world.
Schroeder surveying the floor. LeBron passes to Hachimura. Puts up a 3.
How about the hustle on defense from Dame? The coaching staff loves seeing this.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
On the floor for Portland, we've got Reddish. Also, Anthony Simons out there. And it's Eubanks in at the 5. And Smitty, one player who's really improved in a very short amount of time. Is Anthony Simons.
Kevin, a dynamic guard who plays with a lot of confidence. He is especially lethal on the offensive end. And it's because he is capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
Smitty, you know, when you watch an NBA game today, it seems like there is endless switching. positionless players. Why is that?
Kevin, it's a game of matchups. Teams are looking to exploit those mismatches. Let's say you can get your point guard on a center. Usually you win that possession.
Gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade.
So for our first matchup, it was Blake and I once again in the first round, and I had a game plan for him. My plan was to get Tim Duncan in foul trouble, make LeBron James a shooter, and for myself to get to the free throw line. Now in the first quarter, we were going back and forth, throwing jabs at each other, but unfortunately, Blake was hitting threes with rookie LeBron James. I mean, when was that ever happening? So I had to change my game plan just a little bit. But because I had to start guarding LeBron James, he was too strong for Latrell Sprewell, and Blake was dominating inside the paint. Now, I did get Tim Duncan in foul trouble, and he was out the game, but LeBron was just too much. So the game was close in the first half, but then the second half, Blake just took over.
Well, it probably wasn't easy getting that dressed up, but now the real work begins as they get set to defend their home territory. Welcome to 2K Sports. What could be better than kick? Hey, Allie.
Well, Anthony Davis.
No doubt. Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. So here's Portland's starting group. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Sharp are the guards, and it's Thibault in at the small forward. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's LeBron James. Then it's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Reeves in at the 2. Nurkic's shot is good. And if your team is starting out slower than anticipated, how do you prevent frustration from setting in, Grant?
That's a tough one. I mean, the trick is to try to stay even-keeled. It's such a long season. You're going to have highs and lows. Just treat this like any other low point at any other time of the year. It should pass.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That's his first foul.
And you hope this early foul doesn't dissuade his aggressiveness.
Outside Thibault. Here's Sharp. Back to Thibault. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Outside Davis. He buries it from 3.
Hey, when Davis is knocking that shot down from deep, he's hard to deal with, and his team is tough to beat.
Back to Lillard. To the inside. Grant, the pass to Nurkic. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, up until last year.
Yeah, B.A., they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years.
Now here's Lillard. Really played well against Phoenix in his last game. And so he hits the
The first round for me was against the San Antonio Spurs, and I'm calling this the greatest NBA playoff game in league history. quadruple overtime. Tracy McGrady goes off for 50 points, and I really needed every single one of them. I didn't expect the 7th-seeded Spurs to give me such a tough matchup, but they did, and ultimately we prevailed.
Danny, was your first round as epic as Brian's?
Nothing beats 4 overtimes, and in fact, I might have had a little bit too much confidence rolling in because I cut through all the teams I played like shredded wheat during the regular season to get the top seed against the Jazz, and I blew through them fairly easily. I found myself down early, worked my way back with hot shooting from the wings, spread the floor, and I was sitting very confident waiting for the Warriors in the second round.
Blake, you beat Rodney in the first round, and then you're going on to face the #1 seeded Detroit Pistons in the second round. What's the lowdown on that?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
(5,280 feet). You know what that is. That's the elevation here in the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado. For the Super. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, David. Thank you. We have just a few games in the books, Brent. What are coaches right now looking for from their team, from their players?
Well, I think you're still trying to figure out what your identity is, Kevin. You've played a few games. You're trying a few different rotations. You still want to do that over the course of the next 25 games before you really settle into what you know is going to give you the best chance offensively and defensively and win games.
Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. They've got LeBron James. Anthony Davis is out there with John Collins. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's DJ in at the 2 guard. And for Denver, Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokić in at center. Bruce Brown is out there with Jackson, and it's Porter in at the 3. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the Pistons. They ascend up the list to #3 with some spirited play.
Man, and I think Seattle, they've been sinking on this list to start out the year. Not what they or really anyone else expected, but that's why you play the games.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Nuggets. It's a 5-point game, and the foul called on DJ. That's his first foul. There's Porter with the 3. The shot, no good. And it's the Sonics taking it the other way.
And such a young, exciting core for the Nuggets. The MVP, Jokić, Michael Porter Jr., and Jamal Murray. This group has a chance to be a contender for years to come.
Brown outside. Back to Jackson. Looking to end the run. And another miss by Denver. Seattle has gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. With Jokić, I mean, the potential, Greg, of this Denver team, they've got so much of it. But what is the key for them to actually reach it?
Kevin, simply health. I mean, they need Murray and MPJ to be out there. Those two have had major injury issues. Jokić is a generational talent, but the man needs help.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. This game against Seattle is the first time they've met this year.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
And it's Jokić in the corner. Gordon against Collins. Jackson kicks to Brown. It's Jokić top of the key. The Nuggets with another miss.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Outside, Porter trying to get something going, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Man, that's an important basket there. The game was in danger of getting away from him here early if they let that run go on much longer.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And despite the double-digit lead, still in attack mode, getting their feet wet there in the paint.
Well, when it comes to creative passing, Jokić is probably at the top of the list in the NBA. And one thing about Aaron Gordon that stands out is his insane athleticism. He's capable of some incredible dunks. And because he attacks that rim with such ferocity, it makes it special to see him go to the